Welcome to Introduction to Functions, exercise 2. I am the coding teacher and I'm here to teach you how to code. This is a very important video and it's exciting. Finally, we're getting into some good content. So functions. Here we're seeing our first function ever defined. And let's um, analyze what's going on here. We have a variable, right? And then we're setting that equal to a value and the value is a function. What is this thing doing? Basically, a function is something that takes inputs. Actually, it might not necessarily take inputs. It doesn't have to take inputs. But a function is a block of code that you can call on demand. So it's like a little abstraction that you create. You created this specific block of code because you're going to reuse it and you need to call it in the future. And you put it into a function. That's basically what they're for, to create, to lump operations together and create an abstraction. So let's look at this function in particular that we have here. This right here, number, it's called a parameter. So a parameter is just basically something that comes into a function as an input. And the name that we see here, this name, the word number, is just a sort of placeholder. What that's telling you is that there's something that's going to come in there. We don't know what it is yet, and we don't know what value it has. And what are we going to do with it? Well, let's look at the body of the function. Var value equals number. It's the same guy. So what this statement is doing is creating a variable called val, and then setting the value of whatever came into the function divided by 3. That's going to be the value of this val variable. And then they're doing console.log val. Now, once you have that defined, you can call a function in this way. Divide by 3, and you pass it a number, 6. And that's what's neat about function, that they create an abstraction for an operation. Now you can call divide by 3, 12. And when I call this guy, it's going to create a variable called val, and the value of that is going to be 6 divided by 3, which is 2, and then console.log 2. And when I call the function in this line, number is going to take on the value 12, and then the variable val is going to be 12 divided by 3, which is 4, and there will be a console.log of val. So that's basically how functions work. I know that this one looks trivial. Divide by 3 is not a very useful function, but you need to wrap your mind around that concept so that later on you can do more complicated ones. So that's it for this exercise. I hope that was informative, and I'll see you guys in the next exercise.